In a previous video, I actually cleaned up and limbed branches along this stone wall behind me. And at that time I mentioned there was a maple with the top that was dead that had come down, and that tree is right here. So today's project is going to be taking this maple down and bucking it up. Ideally, I'd like to get some firewood out of this tree, but I'm pretty sure it's no good from about this point up. And actually looking at the trunk, it may actually be no good from that limb that's there on the right side all the way up to the top. And even looking back here, the lower part of the trunk, it's possible that even half of the tree down bottom here is going to be rotten. We'll see once I cut into it. As you can see, really only about half of the trunk down here is any good. I will save these rounds to split off the good wood from the bad in terms of firewood, but ultimately it's just time to buck this up, take away the brush, and move the rounds to where they're going to be split. maples now down and cut up. If you look farther back, you can also see I took down a small birch tree as well. Now it's time to just clean up the brush and then take all the firewood pieces over to where I'm going to be processing those. Well, there's no question that now that the maple tree is cut down, this area behind me looks a lot better. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of good wood out of that, but at least there's a little bit of firewood from it. So at least we can benefit a little bit in another year. So this is not wood for this winter, it's going to be wood for the following winter. Always good to be ahead on firewood. Have to start cutting it a little bit more seriously here pretty soon, because that's the only wood that's currently cut for that following winter. So time to get going on that. Midsummer for sure. Like everything to be at least 1 year dry. So a lot more firewood cutting in the future.